Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am so glad you're here. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We are doing a haul today, so stick around. Here we go. Don't forget to check me out on Etsy. The link to my shop is in the description of every video. Guess what, guys? We're back. We're back in my office. And it's just as bad. It's just as bad as it was before. Lord, I don't know what to do, but yeah. This girl needs to go through and try to organize stuff. The reason why I haven't been doing any hauls in this room is because of all of this. Yeah. So I actually got rid of a lot because it was actually a mountain. And now it's not a mountain, but still pretty darn bad. So yeah, this was my throw all place. And you know, since I've been going to Cincinnati and helping out with my mom, I haven't had as much time on my hands to try to organize and put things away where they should be. So anyways, I will shut up and we'll get on with the haul. This little girl is marked Occupied Japan on her back, so she's from the 1940s. She is the cutest little thing you ever did see. Look at that face. And only thing wrong with her is she's just got a little bit of paint wear. That's it. I thought she was so cute. She's about 7 inches tall, so she's not tiny, but she's a little gal. And then I found this silver baby rattle right here. It's engraved Jessica Marie, and on the other, it's on the other side here. There it is. I think it says 2584. So I thought that was neat that it was engraved. Look at that face. This guy right here is a bottle opener, cast iron. Yeah, you just shove it right in there and pull up, and he's got kind of a big schnoz there to open your bottles. And he's got these 2 little loops right there for his ears that you can mount him on a wall, I guess. But I'm always a sucker for a top hat because if you've been here a while, you know that I love that gentlemanly, dapper look. So he's awesome. Wonderful piece right here. As you can tell, the baby's foot grew 10 times. Look at that. But it's magnifier slash paperweight. It's actually was called Goofus glass. And so it's like, I guess, cold painted. So a lot of these that you find, the little bit of intricate detail that you see in the points were painted back here. So there is still gold paint on here, which is unusual because a lot of times when you get them, that paint is worn off. So it was nice to see this one. Oh, let's look at that face. I'm such a goober. Ooh. But anyways, I'll stop now. You could put like an old picture in there, or an arrangement of shells, or a butterfly, anything like that. And it's an antique. And then just put like a circular backing on the back of it, like a piece of cardboard. I got these online. There's like 20 of them. I think I paid around $100, so it was like $5 a piece. They're all different. They all have their cork stoppers, which is unusual because they're either missing, broken in half, or shoved down in the bottle. So awesome to find them in this condition, and they're just cute as can be. I added a few myself to my, my medical collection I got. So the rest of them are all listed in the shop, but I thought they were an awesome find. This is awesome. Have you ever seen anything like it? It's a tooth, but it's a toothpick holder, and it's ceramic, and it's vintage piece, and I just... You know me, guys. If it's weird, I like it. So I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I had to grab it. I found another one of these. Lordy, lordy. Let me pull it over here. Isn't that so cute? I just love these. I've got one myself. This one is missing the pincushion part, because this is actually what it was a pincushion. It's an oldie, and it's made in Japan. Only has a little bit of, I don't know what that is. It looks like it was done during a manufacturing right there, but other than that, isn't it the cutest little thing ever? I just love these things. Tuck a little airplane in there, and it's good to go. A weakness for antique ribbons is, actually putting it pretty mildly, I have them everywhere. Everywhere in the house. I just love them. I add them to a lot of my vignettes because they just add that perfect touch, I think. I did find a few. This one right here is pretty tattered, but it still displays nicely. It would be awesome, like pinned on a doll or something. This one right here is actually in perfect condition, and it's from 1904, Internal Order of Oddfellows. It's got this pretty tassel, and this guy right here with the stash. Isn't that cool? This was a flea market find. I think I spent like $5 for it, and it's possibly Avon. Usually when I find these, well, I've found them in the past and been so excited, and then when I go to pick them up, I see that maybe they've been dropped, because the back flower area is, broken off or something like that. So I just really was excited to see this one intact, and so I grabbed that. This right here, I love these because they're just so cool to put in vintage vignette because of the bellows, but it's a Kodak Junior, and as you can see, it's in great condition. It's got that little kickstand that comes out, so it stands nicely. And this guy right here is actually a newer piece. It's paper mache, and it's modeled after the antique roly-polies, and it's a devil. He is cool. I'll show you the size of him by picking him up, but he's neat. He's got a lot of detail to him. He was made in England by the Mad Sea Party. And he's got his little tail on the back. Look at that. But he'd be cool for a Halloween display. He reminds me of, what is that? Lighter fluid guy. He's got that same face. And also, guys, I forgot to tell you, that costume that I had, the devil costume by Collegeville Costumes, I think is what it was. I ended up putting that in the shop too. So they're both in the shop. And then I found this vintage, well, I guess you would call it a, it's not a jewelry box. I think they call it a presentation box. It looks like the upper portion right here would have looked like the bottom portion, but the piece of paper or fabric that was in there was removed, and that would have probably been caused by the glue that was in there. But other than that, It's in great shape. And the reason why I liked it was because of the shape of it. I just thought the shape of it was cool. Honestly, I don't remember how much I paid for that, but it wasn't that much. I think I might have paid around $25 for the camera, which I thought was a good price. And this is in a Riker frame. This is a Riker frame. And these are butterflies, I assume. The two little yellow guys. And that is a Luna moth. It has a little bit of damage up here in the corner. But other than that, they're awesome pieces to set up. I love anything that would be considered nature related. You are never going to believe what I got for $10. $10. Look at this. A violin. Isn't that crazy? It's got a case and some accessories, extra strings. Don't know how to play the violin, but I think I might just hang it on the wall for decoration. What do you guys think? As you well know, because I am going to be doing a gallery wall, I have been going crazy with antique frames. This one is a great piece, but unfortunately is not a wall piece. It is a tabletop piece, and it is awesome. It is, you know, something you'd sit on a tabletop, and it's all wood, and I popped this antique cabinet card in there to set it off. But this is in the shop, and so is this too. This is made of wood, and isn't that just the prettiest little picture? But I am a sucker again for antique portraits. Another weakness of mine, as you can tell, I have thrifted everything that I like. These pieces right here, I think I got these online, and I did pay up for these. I ended up paying almost, gosh, probably like $8 a piece for these, but they are so unusual. I kept one for myself and framed it, but aren't they neat? Look at that. They're antique postcards, and they've never been used. This says postcard in different languages, so I'm not exactly sure where this came from. If possibly French, because French, they did a lot of the fantasy postcards, which is what these would have been categorized as a fantasy postcard. And I just love, look at the clouds in the background. Schaefer and Vader are so whimsical, and this is no exception. It's a tiny little figurine. I don't know if maybe he would have been a toothpick holder, but it kind of looks like that because of the fact that his mouth is wide open. He does have a little dog. I don't know why this is not focusing. Focus. He has a little dog, there you go, in his arm, and I don't know if it's a kid, a man, what, but the whimsy factor is what gets me on these. This is an old honeycomb Valentine. It's like tissue paper, and it folds out, and I just put like a little paper clip in the back of it to keep it open for right now. But these are so cute, and they're awesome display pieces for Valentine's. I don't know why they don't make stuff like this anymore, I swear. I just honestly don't understand the whole concept. I think everything that they used to make was like made to last and was so much more intricate and detailed and so much more pleasing to the eye. I don't know. This, I don't even know. Or I didn't know, I should say. I didn't know what it was when I got it. I was just drawn to the kitty cat on the chair. But it's furniture and undertakers. So they would have made coffins. I looked into this because it's got like a plasticky feel. This is actually already sold, but it would have been like maybe a souvenir or something like that if you went to go see the play The Witching Hour at the Hackett Theater in New York. But Bakelite was produced around the era or time frame that this Hackett Theater and this play was going, so it's probably borderline antique. But I'm assuming, because of the fact it's got that little lip in the back of it, and it is, you know, got that plastic feel to it, that, you know, bookmark. That's what comes to mind for me. But I was attracted to the grandfather clock, and because of the fact it said The Witching Hour. These are cute little die cuts. Well, actually, they're a little bit bigger than the ones I've run into. But they're made in Germany. And the little boys with the top hats. And I'll flip it over so you can see it a little bit better. They're just cute. And she's got a little dog down there. These, I've never run across a trade card this large in my life. This is another item that's already sold. Look at how big this is. It's huge. But it's got scenery, like a cottage scenery in the sails. And then you can see the little people there on the ship. It's just really cute. But it says it's Lewis Brothers and Kennedy, which I'm not exactly sure. It just says dry goods. Okay, wait a minute. Dry goods, ladies and children, shoes, fine shoes, hosiery, and notions. But yeah, definitely a neat piece. And then I found another one, a large piece right here. Look how big these are. Now, I took this out of the package, and this would have been also a trade card, because right there next to the bird in that little white area, it says complimentary. So it would have been a gift that would have been given to you with a purchase. This one doesn't have any writing on the back of it from, you know, like a shop or something like that. But I did find one online that did, and I can't remember what the shop sold, but this would have been a trade card. But it's so pretty. It's got the most deep dark colors I've seen. I have a few more things to show you, and then I'm going to go over this stack of ephemera that I'm going to keep myself, that I just wanted to share with you. So if you want to watch the next few things and you're not all that into this ephemera, then you can just skip the end. But I did find, I'm a sucker for like taxidermy and stuff too. I found this with the skull cap. It does have 2 holes there. Maybe might have been glue or something. I am honestly not sure. But it's an 8-point deer. And these are awesome in a curiosity cabinet and a display like that. So I've actually got some myself, but I picked these up at the flea market. And then never can have enough old wooden rulers. This one's cool because it says it's the Everybody's Bookshop Co. And I got a pair of ice skates. Why this time of the year I bought ice skates is because of the fact that I have never run across a pair of child's ice skates. Look at these little boogers. They're children's ice skates. So they're in the shop. Yes, it's not winter time, but I couldn't pass them up because of the fact that they were child size. You know, child size anything, I always end up grabbing them. And I also got this guy with a bunch of the cards that go with it. I think there's like, I don't know, 10 or more cards that come with it. It's like those viewfinders we had when we were kids, but it's stereoscope, I think is what it's called. This one's actually in great condition. I was playing with it, looking at some of the old ones, the old cards, and it gives it like that 3D effect in some of them. Look at this. It's carved of wood. It's from Guatemala. I guess it's some kind of leopard, because see the spots on him? But it would have been like a ceremonial type thing. This is something you would hang on your wall. And see, it's carved out of a piece of wood. And the back of it says, made in Guatemala. Okay, these are the keepers for me. I found these at my mom's house. I was going through the boxes and boxes of paper that she had, like all the bills and stuff like that, so that we could dispose of them properly. And I found these. Obviously they're in German, and this is something that she kept when she was a child, but isn't that cute? I don't know if that's some type of crow, but that's what it looks like to me, and it's really cute. They're all from that same type series. Isn't that cute? Like, what happened to you? Look at his family. This right here I kept in the bag because all this little lace portion here, see it says 1895. It was a calendar. And there's pieces of it in this bag that I wanted to try to glue back on here, but I just thought it was so pretty. Another one of those Valentines that folds out, except this is a small one right here with the honeycomb. Trade card. Love the spectacles. I think he's got a cigarette or a cigar hanging out of his mouth. And I just like the imagery. And this one doesn't have anything on the back of it, but it does have the information down here, soap makers. And this is probably just a die cut, but the girl's face and the flower, I thought that was really cute. Now these I found all at the flea market. This is a large trade card. And again, we have them really deep dark colors. I just thought she was really pretty. Here we have a tin type. And I think he was just charging $1 a piece at the flea market for these. Cabinet card. I got a handful of cabinet cards. This one cracked me up because look how young he looks and that mustache. He must have been good with the girls. Isn't that cute? Some more ephemera. This is another large trade card. Pushing the baby doll. And on the back, another one without any information on it. So I'm not sure. But this would have been another one of those complimentary things that they gave away. This one I want to frame. Isn't that neat? It's also a big piece. It's so pretty. It does have some damage to it, but it doesn't take away from it, I don't think. And I found another penmanship book. Thompson and Bowler's Eclectic System Penmanship. It has a lot of blank, but in this portion of the front here, we have all the writing exercises. And some staining. But I think I only paid like $4 or $5 for it, and I'm always so attracted to all this lettering. I think it's really neat the way they used to design things, all of the graphics. Well, that's that, guys. That's everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really do. Sharing everything. If there's anything that you were interested in, go into the description of this video and it'll have a link to my shop and my other social pages. So, until next time, guys, see you later.